All right, let's lie down on your backs and set your bodies. Press your chin down, neck is long, shoulders are open. Press your shoulder blades into your mat. Close your ribs, belly button in and up. Pull that pelvic floor in and up. Take a full breath of air in. And as you blow it out, press your sit bones to your heels and reach, really pulling that belly in, relaxing your neck, putting some energy in that upper body. Full breath. And roll it back down again. Let's do that again. Press your shoulders back down. Close your ribs. Full breath of air in. As you lift up, take your sit bones to your heels and reach for your toes. Letting your belly hold your head up, relaxing your neck. Full breath. And roll it down. Let's do that one more time. Big breath. Lift it up, reach it. Now reach for those toes as you take those sit bones to your heels, relaxing your neck, using your belly to hold your head up. Full breath. And as you roll down, bend your knees, grab a hold of your knee folds. Chin is down, watch that neck. And squeeze, feel that stretch in your low back. And release that stretch. Again, squeeze, making sure you're not holding on to your knees, squeezing. And release it. Now let's add on, squeeze those quads in, keeping that chin down. Stretch one leg back, using the weight of your leg to stretch your low back. And lower that heel, other leg up. Relaxing your neck, letting the weight of your leg stretch your back. Bring it in, keeping those quads as tight into your chest as you can. Take both toes back. Letting the weight of your legs give that back a nice stretch. Relax that tailbone, reach up and grab whatever you can. Big toes, balls of your feet, ankles, chin is down. Pressing your heels towards the ceiling, press your tailbone down into that mat. So you're really lengthening through that back body. Press your tailbone down and lengthen that spine. So your whole posterior chain is taking a nice long stretch. Full breath in. And as you blow it out, bend your knees and let's go to your frog. Grab your ankles, soles of your feet together. Let that tailbone press into your mat. Use your elbows and press those knees open, opening up those hips. Want a little bit more stretch? Take those hands behind your heels and slide those heels up towards your sternum. You're still putting some pressure on your elbows as you open up your hips. Full breath in. And as you blow it out, release that stretch. Feet go down, open your arms out to 8 and 4. Drop your knees to the right. Let your left shoulder relax. Keep your ribs closed. See if you can really lengthen that side body. Let your top leg be heavy. Full breath in as you pull those knees through your center and over to the other side. Relaxing your right shoulder. Keeping those ribs closed, lengthening that side body. And take a full breath of air in, bring it in. Grab a hold of the back of your legs, give yourself a rock, and come on up. Let's set your posture. Lift your heart. Expand your shoulder blades. Close your ribs. Press your shoulder blades into the wall behind you. Press your mid-back into that wall behind you. Start from your sit bones and move your sit bones to your heels. Now remember that internal C curve. You're still pressing your shoulder blades into your back. Go as far as your arms will allow you to go, making sure you're not collapsing into your spine, holding the integrity of your upper body. As soon as you can't go anymore with those arms, release those arms and open your right arm out to the side and close it. Open your left arm out and close it. Now stay in that nice curve. Open them out as far as you can without losing that control of your curve, that internal C curve. Close it and roll it down. Let's do a couple of bent knee roll-ups just to get warmed up. Take a breath, reach for your heels and peel it up all the way up to that beautiful posture. Start from your sit bones as you articulate that spine down. One vertebra at a time. Take a breath. Blow it out as you reach for those heels and peel it up all the way up to that beautiful posture. Start from deep into that belly. As you lengthen your spine, don't think down, think long. One more time like that. Take a full breath and reach for those heels as you pull it up and articulating it down. And hands come down by your side. Bring your knees to tabletop. Let's work a little bit to get things warmed up. So, toes together, knees are out. Frog it in and stretch it out. Press your low back down and frog it in. And shoulders are down, low back is down. Take your legs whatever angle you need to. If they need to go higher, let them go higher. Only take them to 45 degrees. And bring it in. Knees come in, cross your ankles. And change your ankles. Let's go down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 45 degrees. Down, slicing those ankles, and up, pressing your shoulders down, maintaining that stability in your back. One more time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Feeling the inside and the outside quads working. Stop it, bring it in. And touch it down, lengthen it out. Scoop it back down, bring it to tabletop. And touch, stretch it out, and touch, scoop it up. And touch, stretch it out, pressing that back down, keeping the stability of your back. Shoulders are down one more time like that. And here we go. Let's do half of our 100. Knees are at tabletop. Lift up your head, neck, and shoulders. Reach for the end of your mat. Squeeze your fingers. Now a little bit of variation. Let's pump those arms absolutely as fast as you can. Breathing in and out as fast as you can. As fast as you can. I want hummingbird wings. Squeezing, breathing, and out. One more like that. Stretch those legs out. Come on, as fast as you can. Really put some power in those arms. Squeezing, breathing, out, and in, and out, and bring it all down. Let's do a couple of bridges. Stretch those legs out, stretch those hips out. So bridge up, close your ribs. You're pressing into your heels. Push your shin bones away to get that nice length in those hip flexors. And roll it down. Here we go again. Take a breath. Press into your heels. Press into your shoulders and lift it up. Pressing those shin bones away from you. Lengthening through those hip flexors as high as you can without popping those ribs open. And articulate it down. Stretch your legs out nice and long. Put a good hard flex on your feet. And let's do some full straight leg roll-ups. Hands come to the ceiling. Shoulders are down, ribs are closed. Take a full breath as those hands come back. And blow it out as you peel it up. And lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Arms are parallel to your legs. And start from your sit bones as you articulate down. Push through your heels. Working through that long back body. Again, full breath. Blow it out. As you peel it up, stretch it long. Get that nice stretch in your back. Start from your sit bones as you articulate that spine down. Let's do that one more time. Big full breath. Blow it out and stretch it long. Reach it. Ears are between your elbows. Arms are parallel to the floor. When you can't go anymore and you still got a nice good flex on your feet, relax down. Let your shoulders and head relax. Feel the stretch across your back. And once again, reach it out and articulate it down. One vertebra at a time. Hands come down by your side. Bend your right knee in. Extend it up. Now, keeping a flex on your left foot. Pressing those shoulders down. Pressing those hip bones down. Here we go. Leg circles. Cross down and around. cross down and around. Inhale as you start. Exhale as you finish. Keep breathing. 2 more. Cross down and around. Cross down and finish. Reverse. Cross down and around. Pressing those shoulders into your mat. You're still pressing through that left foot, working that core. Don't let your leg circles be mindless. Work it. Finish it. Now bend your left knee. With your right leg straight up to 90 degrees, grab a hold of the back of it and lift up your head. Now walk as high as you can without losing that 90 degrees. Feel that deep, deep contraction in your belly. And walk it back down, holding that 90 degrees. Now press those sit bones down and again walk it up. Keep pressing those sit bones down. You probably won't go as far, but I don't want any pelvic tilt. And walk it down. Stretch that leg out to 45 degrees, lift it up, and climb your tree. Now watch your posture, lift it up nice and tall. And take your stretch, maintaining your posture. Posture's most important. If you want a little more, press through your heel and bend that knee. Put that ankle across your quad. Hands come back behind you. And pull that left heel in, lift your bottom. And push it in as tight as you can. And open up your heart. Now push that knee away from you as you feel that great stretch. If you can get your hands in a little closer, but your posture is really what it's all about. Try not to sink into that back. Really lifting it up. And take that left foot out away from you. And release those hands. Keeping that knee as open as you can. Articulate it down. 1 vertebra at a time. Uncross that leg and stretch those legs out nice and long. Here we go. Flex your feet and pull your left foot in, pressing your shoulders down, closing your ribs. Stretch it up and your leg is pointed. All right, you guys, make sure that both of those hips are on the ground. I don't want it up here. I don't want any of that. I really want you to press those sit bones down so there's no pelvic tilt. Here we go. Cross down and around. Cross down and around. Inhale and exhale. Pressing your shoulders into your mat. You're still pushing through that right heel. And finish it. Reverse it. Out, down, and around. Out, down, and around. Pressing your shoulders into your mat. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Cross down and around. Now, bend that right knee. Grab a hold. Your left leg is up to 90 degrees. Grab a hold of the back of that leg. Lift up your head, neck, and shoulders. And walk up that leg as far as you can without losing your 90 degrees. Feel that tremendous contraction in that powerhouse. And walk it down. Now, press that tailbone down. Keep pressing that tailbone down as you walk it up. You may not go as far, but keep that downward pressure. Don't let that pelvic tilt happen. Keep that downward pressure. And walk it down. Lower that leg out to 45 degrees. And climb your tree. Now lift through that low back. Lift your heart. If your knee is bent, that's okay. I'm more interested in having that really nice, good posture. Then take that stretch. And if you want a little more, press your flex. Extend it, bend that knee, put that ankle across your quad. Hands come back behind you. Pull your heel in, lift your bottom, and press it down. Now push that knee open, really watching that posture. If you can pull your hands in, great, but not at the expense of your posture. As you're pressing that knee open, opening up through those hip flexors. Now, let that leg come out, release it, and articulate it down. 1 vertebra at a time. And uncross that leg and stretch those hip flexors out. Take a full breath, blow it out, and come on up. Let's roll like a ball. Grabbing a hold, let's stay nice and easy. Make sure you've got plenty of mat behind you. Heels are together, knees are pointing towards your shoulders. You don't have to have your knees together, let them open. I don't want you to let those heels go. Squeeze your heels together and in. Chin is tucked slightly. Start from your low belly and roll and stop. And roll and stop. And roll and stop. And roll. Now if you want a little more challenge, take your elbows on your knees and roll and stop. And roll and stop. One more. And roll. And yeah. And stretch it out. That one's fun. I like that one. Open those legs the width of your mat. Let's do a little spine stretch. Feet are flexed, legs are relaxed, arms are out in front of you. All right, now think about really pulling in and up through that belly. So squeeze your bottom, then pull in and up as you stretch that spine. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. It's okay if your shoulders come up because I really want you to stretch long with that deep, deep scoop in that belly. Starting from your tailbone, stack it all back up again. Then press those shoulders back down so you're still in that beautiful posture. Get your hips out of the way. And in and up as you reach, stretch, 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 stretch. Reach, lengthen that back. And tighten it up as you articulate that spine. This is spine stretch, so you really are working to get that great stretch through your spine. So squeeze your buns so you come in and up through that belly. In and up, in and up. And really reach. Let your shoulders relax as you lengthen through that spine. And roll it back up. From here, let's take it to saw. And turn, in and up and stretch. 1, 2, 3, roll it up, return. Get your turn. And in and up as you stretch both arms, reaching. 2, 3, roll it up. Bring it back. Making sure you're keeping those hips parallel. So pull back on that opposite hip. And turn. And 1, 2, 3, in. One more time on each side. Make your turn. Pull back on that opposite hip. Both arms are reaching. Roll it up and center. And turn. And 1, 2, 3. Roll it up and center. And bring it down. All right, let's do neck pull with a modification because we're only going to go back so far. Hands are back behind your head. In and up as you take it over. Scoop, scoop, scoop your belly. You're not pulling on your neck. Roll it up to that beautiful posture and hinge back. Only a small hinge. Now start from your tail and start to roll back. Only as far as you can so that you can come up with that scoop. Top of your head goes towards those knees and roll back to straight. Here we go again. Hinge it back. Only as far as you can go. Then start from your tailbone and take it down with your scoop as far as you can go to maintain that roundness as you take it over. You're not pulling. Roll it up. 2 more times. Hinge it. This time see if you can go back just a little bit farther and push through those heels to use that back body. Roll it up. Last time. Hinge. Only as far as you can go and still recover. Now push through those heels as you come up and over, and roll it up. Good. Open those arms for spine stretch. Heels are together. And 1, 2, 3, center. You're not moving your arms. Stay in that wonderful long position. Think of airplane wings. You're coming from the lowest portion of your rib cage. And 1, 2, 3. Hips are staying square. Squeeze those big toe joints together. And 1, 2, 3. Bring it in. And articulate it down. 1 vertebra at a time. Let your back stretch. Let those hip flexors stretch. And bend your knees. Bring your right knee into your chest. Right hand comes to your ankle. Left hand comes under your knee. Lift up your head, neck, and shoulders. And stretch that other leg wherever you want it. 2 pulls. And change. 2 pulls. And 2 pulls. And 2 pulls. And use the contact that you have with this leg to help you maintain your position with your head, neck, and shoulders. 1 more. 2 pulls and 2 pulls, and bring it all down. Just for a second. Lift it back up and roll that tailbone up and stretch it out. Circle it around and roll that tailbone up. Stretch it out. Circle it around. Use that low belly. Stretch it out. Circle it around. Pull it up. Stretch. Circle it around. 2 more. Pull it up. Stretch. 1 more. Come on, use that low belly a little bit higher with that tailbone. Stretch from here and 2 beats and 2 beats and 2 beats and 2 beats and 3 and 4 and 5. 1 more and 6. All right, let's do a little variation on this. So lower those legs, bring them down. Press your shoulders down, flex your feet. Keeping your shoulders down, and 2 beats, and lower it. 2 beats, push through your heels, and 2 beats, and 2 beats, protecting that back, pressing that tailbone into your mat. 2 beats, 2 beats, and 2 beats. And bend those knees, support your head in your hands, bring those legs up, squeeze those heels together, down 1, down 2, down 3, stop them at 90. Down 1, down 2, down 3, use that belly. Use those sit bones, pressing into that mat, squeeze those heels together. Now use your smile muscles going down, and use that belly pulling up. 1 more, 1, 2, 3, and 1 knee in, open it up. Push, push, change. Push, push, change. Stretch it, stretch it. Come on, make this come from the lowest portion of your rib cage, not your elbows, not your shoulders. Stretch, stretch. 1 more, stretch from that low belly, and finish. Breathe. Let's do a couple of bridges again, just to stretch those hip flexors out. Hands are down and lift it up. Pushing those heels into your mat. Push those shin bones away from you. Close your ribs. Don't let those ribs pop open. Close your ribs, but pull those hips as high as you can and as long as you can. Push those shins away from you. Pressing your shoulders down and roll it down. Let's do that again. And bring it up. Stretch it, pushing. And right leg comes up. Flex it coming down. Point it coming up. Flex it coming down. Point it coming up. Don't lose your bridge. Keep pushing those hips up. Bend that knee. Come back to your bridge. Left leg comes up and flex it. Use your belly. Use your buns. Use your belly. Keep pushing those buns up. Don't lose it. Stop it. Bend your knee and roll it down. Good. Stretch your legs out nice and long. Take a full breath. Blow it out and come on up. Good. Let's roll to your side. So whatever leg is on top, I'm going to put my right leg on top. And line yourself up to the back portion of your mat, and then those legs come forward, flexing your feet. You can be up on your elbow, you can be all the way down, or your most challenging position is here, making sure that that armpit is not down on the floor, pulling those ribs up. Pressing into your bottom foot, lift your top leg. 2 beats, and stretch it. And 2 beats, and stretch it. Keeping that top hip pushing forward, not rolling on it. Ribs are up off that mat if you're on your forearm. If you're on your elbow. And one more time. And back. Now flex that foot. Heel to glute. Knee to chest. Stretch it out. Swing it back. Heel to glute. Knee to chest. Stretch it out. Get back. Heel to glute. Knee to chest. Stretch it out. Now reverse it. Swing it front. Bring it in. Kick it back. Swing it front. Bring it in. Kick it back. Swing it front. Bring it in. Hold it back. Extend your toes. Circle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in front. Circle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back. Roll to your bellies for a quick plank. Onto your forearms. Tuck your toes up. Open your shoulders. Press to your plank. Right knee down. Stretch. Left knee down. Stretch. Right knee. Stretch. Left knee. Stretch. 3. And stretch. And 4. And stretch. 1 more. And down. And down. Hold it. And bring it down. Good. Let's roll to the other side. Left leg on top. Line up with your back to the edge of the mat. Legs out in front. You decide where you want this arm, but you're not sunk. You're pulled up. Ribs are off that mat. Use your top arm. Top leg is lifted. And 2 beats. Stretch it back. And 2 beats. Now use that core to get those beats, pressing down on your bottom foot. Use that bottom foot as your kickstand. Use this top hand. Hold it back. Flex it. Knee to shoulder. Stretch it out. Swing it back. Knee to glute. Knee to shoulder. Stretch it out. Swing it back. Heel to glute. Knee to shoulder. Stretch it out. Reverse it. Swing it front. Bring it in. Kick it back. Absolutely no movement in that body. There can't be anything moving on here. And hold it back. Circle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it front. Circle. 2, 3, 4, 5. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And bring it down. Good. Roll to your bellies. Let's do a little bit of back work. One hand on top of the other, forehead on your hands. Pulling your shoulders away from your ears. Close your ribs. Pull that belly button in and up. And hover your right leg. Now making sure that you're not sinking into that back. Lengthen that back leg. Pull that belly button up. And lower it. And hover that left leg. Make sure you're not sunk. Pull that belly up using that core. It doesn't have to go high. And bring it down. And right leg again. Pull it up, pull it up. And bring it down. And left leg. And bring it down. All right, now let's work a little bit of that upper back. So I want you to pull your heels together. You got a little bit of external rotation. Put your forehead on your mat and open your arms out to the side with your fingertips on your mat. Shoulders are down and activate those lats. Pull those shoulder blades away from your ears. Now lift your heart. Now try to take some of that weight off of your fingers. Now squeeze your bum so tight that it helps you keep from too much extension in your back. Extend those arms. Bring it back. Lower it halfway. Lift it up. extend, down, lowered halfway. Now, roll your shoulders down, lift it up, slide those shoulders in. Now, squeeze those shoulder blades together, keep squeezing, bring it down, relax your shoulder blades. Roll your shoulder blades down as you come up, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Now, squeeze those buns so tight that it's keeping you from taking too much extension in your back. 2 more. Roll it up, squeeze your buns, extend it, down, halfway, shoulders down, squeeze your shoulder blades together, squeeze your buns, squeeze your buns, squeeze your buns, stretch it out, hold it, bring it down, and relax. Good. Sit back and take a quick stretch. Let your back stretch. Let your head relax. Take that nice long stretch. Knees are together, knees are open, whatever works for your back. All right, come on up to all fours. Hands under shoulders, knees under toes. We're still working back, expanding those shoulders, really tightening that core. So it's going to be opposite arm and leg. But instead of bringing it straight forward, I want them both to go to an angle. So your arm and your leg go to an angle, bring it in. Stretch it out. Now the whole idea here is to keep that powerhouse so still. There's nothing moving. And out. 1 more. In and out and bring it back. Other side. You're going to an angle. Stretch both your arm and your leg out and in. Nothing is happening in that powerhouse. You're working to keep those shoulders and those hips so still. And in and out and bring it down. Now let's do a little bit of a variation. So opposite arm and leg, stretch it straight forward and straight back. Open them out to the side. Bring them back and bring it down. Other side. Stretch it straight out. Pull that belly in. Open them out. Bring it back. Return it. Do it again. Straight out. Open it out. Bring it back and in. Make sure that tail is staying really still. No wagging your tail. Stretch it. 1 more time on each side. Stretch it out and open and lengthen and down and out and open and long and down and stretch it back. Let's take a little bit of time and just enjoy our stretches. So let's do a little bit of side stretching. So come on up and sit. Stretch those legs out nice and long. Let's bring your right leg in. Now, if you can take it over, that's great. If you want a little more stretch, pull that left leg underneath you, keeping both of those sit bones square on your mat. But this works just fine because we're going to work for that thoracic rotation. But if you want, bring it in, but make sure that you've got both of those buns squarely on your mat. Opposite hand to front leg, bring it around, push down and turn. Your head follows the direction of your stretch, holding that side stretch. And return it. Now, if you can sit in a half lotus position, great, or put it down here, whatever works for you, keeping this foot flexed so you're protecting that knee, and let's walk out as far as you can. Relax your head and let that stretch happen in your hips. Breathe, take a breath. And as you blow it out, can you get a little bit more relaxed in those hips? And walk it up. And let's change sides. You start with those legs stretched out. Take that leg, it can be here. You want a little more, pull it across. If you want a little more, pull it underneath you. But make sure that both of those cheeks are squarely on your mat. And hug that leg in. And turn, rotate, making sure you're not sunk into your back. The whole idea is to stay way up on those sit bones, nice and tall through that low back. Don't collapse in that lumbar. Your head follows the direction of your stretch. Feeling that wonderful side stretch. Use your bottom hand as a little bit of torque to give you a little more stretch. And release it. Now, open up that bottom leg, and if you can sit in your half lotus, or here, or however you can sit to keep both of those buns down on the floor. But if you're in that half lotus, make sure that that top foot is flexed to protect that knee, and then walk it out. Relaxing your head, relaxing your shoulders. Take a full breath and let your hips relax. Nice full breathing. Letting that breath integrate with your stretch, it always helps. And walk it up. Let's do one more stretch while we're here. Let's do our butterfly stretch. So feet are together, but instead of holding on here or holding on here, I want you to put your hands behind you. Press down so you're really working for that nice long posture, and let those knees relax and open. Oh, that feels so good. And release that stretch. Come to all fours. Tuck your toes underneath you. Take your tailbone straight up towards the ceiling. Press your armpits towards your knees and relax your head. So you lengthen your spine and press those heels down. Activating your belly. Don't let your belly just hang there. And soften those knees as you walk it up. Let's take one more back stretch. So let's put those hands on your shins. And I want you to try to flatten your back. Lengthen your back out as long as you can. Close your ribs. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Nod your chin so the top of your neck is really lengthening long. Slide your lats down your back and think about really lengthening that back with a long, long, long stretch. Top of your head reaching long. Chin is tucked. Nice. This just feels so good to have that nice long straight back. And start from your belly button, pull it up, squeeze your buns, and roll it up. Good. Take a big full breath and blow it out. Oh, and thank you for working out with me today.